Multiplication of a monomial. When you multiply two simple terms like a and b, you just get a product which is ab. A number multiplied by the same number is called the square of the number. So a into a is equal to a square. Now, there's a rule that you see the exponents on top of this. Now, what is a? A to the power of 1 is the same as a. So that multiplied by the same thing gives you a raised to 2, because it's 1 plus 1, 2. A into a square gives you a raised to 1 plus 2, because the exponents on the first one is 1, the exponent on the other one is 2. So 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, so it's a cube. So we remember to add the exponents when you're multiplying like terms. Okay. So xy square into x square y cube gives you x raised to, let's add x raised to 1 plus x raised to 2. So that's 1 plus 2, that is 3. And for y, it would be 2 plus 3, which is 5. So it's x cube y to the power of 5. Now let's multiply minus x square into minus x cube. Minus into minus will give you plus. Now remember, plus into minus gives you minus, minus into plus gives you minus, plus into plus gives you plus. So you get a plus sign first, then you get x raised to 5. Monomials. Multiplication of their coefficients into the multiplication of their literals. Example, supposing they ask you, multiply these three terms. 8x square y cube, 6y square z to the power of 5, and 3zx square. Don't get confused by all these numbers. All you have to do is follow the rules. What do? Multiply the coefficients first, which are the numbers. 8 into 6 into 3, which gives you 144. And you multiply that by the letters, which are x raised to, how many x's are there? There are two x's. One, the first one and the third one, right? So that's the exponents on top would be 2 on the first one, 1 on the second. So it becomes x cube. Y becomes 5, right? Y raised to 5. Why? Because y 3 on one and y raised to 2 on the others. 3 plus 2 is 5. So y raised to 5. Then z, there's z raised to 5 on one, z raised to 2 on the other, z raised to 7. So it's 5 plus 2. So the answer is 144, x raised to 3, y raised to 5, z raised to 7. Multiplication of a polynomial and a monomial. They ask you to multiply 4x square y minus 3xy square plus 4xy and 2xy. How do we do it? We multiply that monomial with each term. You have to expand it. So keep the 2xy on the left side, put the term, the polynomial to be multiplied in brackets, and then you open out each one by one. So it will be 2x into 4x square y minus, you have to put the minus sign that comes inside the polynomial and then multiply. So minus, and then put in brackets 2xy into 3xy square. Then you plus 4xy, right? So you put a plus sign there and then you multiply 2xy into 4xy. Now we can easily do the calculation inside it. So that becomes 8x cube y square minus 6x square y cube plus 8x square y square. Multiplication of two binomials. Multiply each term of the first binomial by each term of the second one. So in the product obtained also, you have to combine the like terms. For example, x plus 3 into x plus 5. What is the rule? Each has to be multiplied. So each term of the first binomial has to be multiplied with the other one. So x into x plus 5 plus 3 into x plus 5. That gives you x squared plus 5x plus 3x plus 15. And of course, 5x plus 3x has to be added together. They are like terms. So it's 8x plus 15. Another example, 3x minus 4y into. Now, into can be put as a dot, okay? Or you can just leave it blank also. Dot 4x plus 5y. So 3x into 4x plus 5y minus. Why minus? Because that is the sign of the 4y. The sign of the 4y has to be put there. Okay, so it's minus 4y into 4x plus 5y. Now, That makes it 12x squared plus 15xy. Now, is it a minus or is it a plus? It's minus outside minus into plus gives you minus. So it's minus 4 into 4, 16xy. Now, minus into plus gives you what? Minus or plus? Minus, right? Minus 4y plus xy. So what should it be? Minus into plus gives you minus. So that's minus 20y squared. So the answer is 12x squared minus xy minus 20y squared. Division of a polynomial by a monomial. Division of a monomial by a monomial. 10ab divided by 5a. All you have to do is scratch on top, scratch at the bottom. So you spread it out and you scratch it. 10 into a into b divided by 5 into a is equal to. Scratch, scratch. You left behind with 10b by 5. Again, you can scratch, scratch, you get 2b. That's the answer. Division of a polynomial by a monomial. Divide each term by the monomial. So, supposing they say 12x to the power of 5 minus 9x cubed divided by 3x squared. That 3x squared has to be divided on both sides. So, that's 12x raised to 5 divided by 3x squared minus. Why minus? Because there's a minus. 9x cubed is a minus sign in front of it. So, it's minus 9x cubed divided by 3x squared. And the answer would be scratch, 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 scratch. You get 4x cubed minus 3x.